League on EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants. Looking over defenses, no interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And Richardson will throw to start out here. His throw incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Colts had 12-3 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat. And they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Play action. Now Richardson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out. Still one of the most recognizable QBs in the game and one of the most fun QBs in his 5th season. It's Gardner Minshew.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hines now on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot. 8-yard go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend. Not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all. And you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 132 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows has a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. Touchdown! Logan Thomas. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
Las Vegas.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Colt defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number, and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Going to run with Madison again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Alexander Madison, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Richardson off the play fake. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Hurry, hurry.
Richardson to throw off play action. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. It's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Back to the air with Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens. Although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from in. Gay now set to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Mecole Hardman. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
At the 27-yard line.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw it, Minshew. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Madison running left. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mecole Hardman. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Raiders are back within a score. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage, so now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll take this to about the 24, gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Hardman on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
This now a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable and in a lot of ways unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now a give to Madison. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock is to go in quarter number 2. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. A final shot before the half. Richardson. It's Williams on the catch. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen with a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. What a first half we saw from the number 4 overall pick back in April, Anthony Richardson passes in the first half.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Minshew. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. 45, they'll spot it at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, he'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
It'll be Minshew again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Second and 7. Another carry now for Madison. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Here's Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Richardson looking to throw. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And Devontae's going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Draw play, Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now back to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch. How about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen. They turned into a really nice play.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Minshew, 1st and 10. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great effort there, laying himself out in the end zone. And the Raiders have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Again, it's Richardson. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Ready? Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Back now here on... Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. We'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And the Raiders first down.
They'll run it with Madison. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he'll get this to the 32.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Las Vegas first down.
Running from the shot.